Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Kerbal Space Program. So, in the last episode, we made another lovely little adventure to the moon, landed on it, and we were able to actually make it back, which was very exciting. So this time, we're going to head for Minmus, which is the smaller moon of Kerbin. It also has, well, as you can see, its velocity is like pretty much like 50% less than what the moon is. It also has a much smaller gravity, so getting there is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, I think we can do it. So in the last episode, we had a whole bunch of science that we were able to take back. So that was nice. So let's see what we can do with this science. Can't do very heavy rocketry because we'd have to upgrade our science facility even further. Advanced fuel systems could be pretty useful to have. Now, nuclear propulsion, that could be nice as well. It's a very efficient fuel system. As you can see, it only takes 1.53 fuel a second at max thrust. Let's compare it to, say, our current general efficient one is 1.59. So it is just a tad bit more efficient than this little one. And it also produces more thrust. Oh wait, no it doesn't. It's actually, in the vacuum, it's actually the same amount of thrust. Now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, it does have an alternator though, so 5 electric per second, which, where is it again? There it is. Yeah, there's no alternator on this one, the Terrier engine. So that one's a little bit more disappointing, though it does have a gimbal, but eh. But yeah, we can use just all liquid fuel, which can have a really good effect. I mean, the only bad thing is, look at the cost on this thing. 43,000 for the engine versus, for this one, 390. Oh wait, I don't know why that says 43,000. It's not the actual cost. 10,000 is the actual cost. Still a lot more expensive though, so. Let's see. So I'm looking through all of this. Very heavy rocketry would be good with a Kerbal tank, but outside of that, I don't know if I'd necessarily want to use it because our largest one is the mainsail engine, which goes with the Rockomax series of fuel tanks. So well, I think we'll leave those two alone right now. Let's take a look down here. We have precision engineering, advanced electrics. I think one of these does give you access to, well, let's see. Now there is this command modules, and that would give us access to a greater crew complement, which could actually be rather useful here. Advanced exploration, ooh, this is the one that has those drop down ladder things. So you know what, we'll do that. And then we have scanning tech. Now this is, let's see, infrared telescope has a science experiment. And then there's also the atmospheric fluid spectrovariometer. Also has an experiment. Both of those could definitely help us out. Do I want to do the more? Well, I don't know if I necessarily need those heavy landing struts since going to Minmus, there's not much gravity. We'll do command modules, though, because that way we can bring a couple people with. And, or field science, what's this? Oh, this is for, rovers and that sort of thing. I don't know if I necessarily want to do a rover just yet. It would definitely be useful. But I think I'm going to wait. Scanning tech or command modules? Gerardo, welcome to the stream. You bought a gun. Like an actual pow pow gun or a, a Nerf gun? Interesting. What do I want? Well, let's see. If we went to Minmus, I mean, I could set up a little station there. Oh, I can't decide what I want. This is like the worst thing ever. Oh, let's do scanning tech. That way we can do some better experiments. It's Nerf for nothing. JK, I got a paintball gun. A paintball gun? Interesting. Hmm. Trying to decide how I want to try and set up this whole service bay thing. Let's see. Arrgh. We'll go with the smaller pod. I think we only really need the one person, anyways. I saw this afternoon that you couldn't decide what game to play. Yeah, I was going through a couple different games. Well, I played Kerbal Space Program to get the thumbnail for this video. Beyond that, I don't know. Trying to decide what I wanted to do, I guess. So wait, this thing has a science experiment? Crew report, okay. Okay, I see what it is. Okay, never mind. Oh geez, this is a big... This is a big thing. Orbital surveyor. What in the world is that thing? So this is actually an infrared telescope. You can do a science experiment called log observation data with it. See the FBI using that to spy on people? They very well could be, you know. Anything that gets the job done. Alright, we also have, let's see, we have a service scanning module that we could use to scan for ore. You know what, we're gonna bring this atmospheric fuel spectro thing. The only thing is I'm somewhat concerned if this thing would survive the trip back from there, but we'll find out. So fly with a small camera attached to its back can get the job done. I think there's talk of the government having something like that. Oh, solar panels and the antenna. Definitely can't forget that antenna there. I should stop talking nonsense and start talking about this game and its almost realistic physics. It does have a good physics engine for a video game. I mean, the developers have done a lot of work as far as trying to get this game to be decent when it comes to that. So I do definitely applaud the developers on that front. You know what? I probably should flip this. And then put this thing... I probably could put it there. Then put this on the back there. So that we can set up our little, ladder to go down. I wish they added radiation so that you need to think of ways of protecting your crew when they leave the planet's atmosphere. It'd be an interesting addition. Alright, I think this could work. Let's launch this thing just to check it out. See if it's relatively stable. With the ladder down. It's a little wobbly. I think that's just part of I think it's just part of how the legs are, though, I guess. So, extend the ladder, and while we're here, let's run this atmospheric analysis. Next, let's do an EVA. We're going to check and make sure that our guy can get all the way down. Let go. Walk away, then walk back. Maybe also add lead plating to help decrease the chance of your crew dying from radiation sickness or cancer. Well, I'm sure these little Kerbonauts probably already get their fair share of cancerous things. I like to believe that, there's probably sections, because, most of the civilization is just located in these space centers, so Kerbin civilization is probably like wiped out good sections of the whole planet here. Alright, so it does appear that for the I have a feeling that you're talking about my puns. Well, that too. Alright, so it looks like our lander's relatively stable, so that's a good sign. Now we just have to actually get it to the point that it's gonna hold up. Hello there, Mr. Garcia. Welcome to the stream. Any worries about height? I think we should be good on height. Couplings, let's do... What is the objective in this game? Well, the objective here in this screen is, or not screen, stream. Bleh. So the objective today is we are heading towards the moon Minmus, which is one of the moons of, Kerbal here. Or Kerbin. Whatever the hell you call this planet. So yeah, our general goal is to reach Minmus, then land on Minmus, and hopefully everything will work out well, and we'll be able to return back from there. But alright, let's see if this first setup is going to work for us. It may fail spectacularly, but we're going to try. Alright, save and let's try this out and see if we do this in our first attempted launch. Oh hell, we have an engineer aboard. Well, that's definitely not going to work. Bleach, welcome back to the stream. Alright, so Valentina is our best pilot. So let's go with her. Dredo says, when I build rockets, I always put engines with fuel on the say just to take the main body or the rocket or vehicle. Have low power. I'm confused by what you were trying to say there, Gerardo. It's a little jumbled there. Anyways, hold on. Hello there, First Nation. Welcome to the stream. In my attempt at trying to launch this thing successfully without completely blowing up, one thing before I leave. Okay, the center of mass is towards the bottom here. I hope that's gonna work. First Nation, thanks for the sub. And we do have a Discord now. It is linked in the description below. You can always use that to chat with me whenever I'm not streaming or anything like that. And, you know, I'm always looking for new ideas of games to play. I actually brought up a couple new ideas on the Discord of things to do after I finish StarCraft. Anyways, let's see if this is going to work. Do I play Fortnite? I haven't played Fortnite. I know people have brought it up, but I don't know. I guess one of the reasons I don't play Fortnite is because I imagine I will do very poorly in it. Bleach says, what about Wolfenstein 2? Well, if I was ever to play Wolfenstein 2, I'd have to play the first game of the new series. First Nation says, try it out. I may have to try it out. I know one of my friends is definitely enjoys it and has played it, so it is probably something that I should check out. Alright, let's try change our direction here a little bit as we are gradually leaving the atmosphere. Oh, fudge. We were doing good, but I kinda messed that up. Okay, let's try this again. New Order or the original game? The New Order is what I was thinking. I don't think because I think the New Order and Wolfenstein 2 are like sort of in their separate universe, I think. I don't think the original game is part of that whole universe. But then again, who knows? Maybe it is. R.I.P. Yes, that is the first fail of the day. Probably one of these days I should look into doing like a fail counter in my streams. Because it does happen a lot. It really does. Alright, this time, drop those off. Now we can start to speed up. Kind of wasted a little bit of our potential here, though. You sound like 27. Well, thank you. I'm actually 30. Not trying to be rude. No, not at all. So long as you're guessing younger, perfectly fine. The two side engines to leave the atmosphere. Oh, these things, nah, they'll go back to the land. Bleach Nerd says the New Order theme, a chroma remix, is catchy as F. I didn't even know that the theme for the game was actually relatively decent. Yeah, I think I played the original Wolfenstein back a long time ago, but I only did a little bit of it. First Nation asks, do I stream every day? I do not. Unfortunately, I'm still working a full-time job and all that, so the stream days are Tuesday and Thursday, and then I, at least currently on my schedule, release videos Saturdays and Sundays. Gerardo says... too much work, Gerardo. Especially when I'm about to now have to try and do this without completely messing anything up here. Plus, Gerardo, I use mostly Restream Chat to keep track of all of my chat stuff, and unfortunately it doesn't update when there is an edit as far as the chat goes. Easy now, easy. Don't mess this up. Oh. No, don't go past it, damn it. First Nation says, I like the Pro ZD Avengers Infinity War video. I didn't even know he did one. Oh. I guess I'm high enough. Okay. Next, let's target Minmus. How's our fuel looking? It's doing alright. So set Minmus as our target here. And let's do... descending node. Are you high? I am not high. I've never actually been high. I'm one of those good kids who never got high or anything like that. Alright, so let's do our little warp to our next maneuver. Bleach Nerd says I'm not. Well, that's good. Bleach. No getting high in my stream. Oh, hell. Oh, wait. I should be able to turn this once I get to over here. Should have enough time. Mortal and Gerardo said, no fair. And shit, real. Oh well, too late for me then. Nah, I don't really care if you get high. It's of your own prerogative. And, Canada just made it legal, so hooray for Canada. I used to be more anti-weed and that sort of thing, but as I've grown older, even though I've still never used it, I have become more accepting of it, I guess. Alright, next, we need... Well, Minmus is here. Let's go around the planet again, and as soon as it comes sort of on the horizon, we'll try and do a burn towards it. My kid's mom needs it for her cancer stuff, so it was good for her. Huh. Well, I'm sorry about the cancer stuff. But, alright, we're almost there. But yeah, I have heard that it is rather useful for, cancer and that sort of thing. Mortal says, can't Discord tonight, try next time. Aw. Well, don't forget the link is in the description for, this stream and any of the other streams, so just be sure to join the Discord at some point, and, you can chat with me then. Alright, let's add a maneuver. Sending us out over there. Oh, that was the moon, right? Yeah, that's just the moon. Closest approach, target position. Okay, now let's try and move. Come on. Why aren't you letting me move this darn thing? Is it because I just passed it up? Alright, well that takes us on approach. So, node in 34 minutes. We can do it now. Node in 25 seconds. Okay. Gerardo says, newbie, you should try Forts. It's a strategy game that you might like. I think you mentioned Forts the other day. Sounds familiar anyways. And Bleach says, I have destroyed a scammer's PC with the memes virus. I did not know there was a memes virus. I actually haven't had a virus, knock on wood. Probably since I started regularly using AdBlock. Like, that is just... Oh. I was talking and I missed my note a little bit. Yeah, ever since I started using AdBlock, it's like been amazing at you know, avoiding viruses and that sort of thing. Because so many viruses nowadays come from ads and that, so it's kind of sad. But at the same time, you know. Alright. Okay, phew. Had to be careful there. Alright, so let's warp here. Get us closer towards Minmus. I hate the blue screens that you get on the internet saying you have a Trojan virus. Oh yeah, there's all manner of different things that come from that mess. Also, I can extend my antenna. And hooray, we're connected. You know, and thinking about it, I probably should have done a little docking thing. And then, like, this area... Well, no. I could have done a docking thing to set up a little relay out over here, but oh well. It's fine. Anyways, I wanted to add a maneuver here. Gerardo asks, wait, is there mining in this game? There is actually, because you can change up various things on... Oh, that's not it. Or not change up things. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I think I want to get to around 30. There we go. Okay. And then we'll position ourselves for the target. And then we get there, we'll be good. Anyways, Gerardo asked, is there mining in this game? There is. They recently added that in one of the latest updates before this game went full 2.0, or not 2.0, 1.0. Pretty much what you can do, you can mine ore, and then you can turn that ore into fuel and oxidizer. So you can land on a planet, mine it, and then use that to go to another place. So what do? Do you go to asteroids or other planets and you can take their resources? I think it's something like that. I know you're able to do... You have various scanners that you can use. Diego, welcome to the stream. Oh, why hello there, Obi-Wan here, also known as you were my brother guy to spread the cult of bananas. And Bleach says you can get a real virus from those blue screens. Oh, those that say, oh, you have a Trojan. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, you know, since I installed ad block, it's so much, you know, so much better now as far as avoiding any potential viruses. Now, don't get me wrong, I still make use out of, you know, antivirus software and all of that. And I'd recommend continuing to use antivirus, but... Casper says, did you finally get the research done for the damn warheads? Sorry, on Twitch. Sorry, Casper, I still haven't downloaded anything to do any warheads here yet. So, I'm not planning to blow up anything just yet. Maybe once we have a little bit more money, it's something that we could consider. Also, another thing that I just remembered that I forgot to say, I picked up a couple missions as well while I was, before I started the stream. So I have a mission to plant a flag on the moon, but I'm also hopefully going to plant a flag on Minmus as well. That's another one of our missions here, so with any luck we should be able to do that as well. Bleach says I have adblock on my phone and antivirus. Yeah, phones are... Oh, I went way too far. Oops. Retrograde. There we go. Okay. 21,000 should work. We'll be a little past, but so long as we don't go through the moon, we'll be good. Let's see. Diego says, not ad block. Poor YouTubers have no money. Well, if you're doing YouTube nowadays, a lot of people are relying more on Patreon. So, certainly something that if I get a little bit more, I guess a little bit more as far as people go, I'll probably look into doing a Patreon as my main revenue source if I made this full-time or something like that. Mortal asks, are we using nuclear power for the engine? I am not. I was looking at it, I was thinking about the nuclear power, but nuclear power compared to the Terrier, they both do 60 thrust in atmosphere. Their efficiency is about the same level. So, both, like, the Terrier takes 1.59 fuel and the nuclear takes 1.53 fuel. Now keep in mind you can use a lot more of just regular fuel with just the atomic engine, and so you can get something that lasts longer. But, I didn't want to spend the science on it just yet, so I figure we'll be alright going to Minmus on just a regular Terrier engine. Casper says, is your aggressive expansion for annexation or science? One will make me respect you, one will make me call you a nerd. It's science so we can later do expansion. Gerardo says, I'm not worried about virus, I take care of what I download. I got no money, so I'm out as far as... I'm guessing you were talking about the Patreon thing. Well, the thing with Patreon is, you know, it's nothing about... Like, you don't focus on doing Patreon to put content behind a paywall. It's more of like people just, in my opinion, contributing to you, so... Casper says, I respect you, nerd. Aw. It's alright. I know I'm a nerd. Alright, let's speed us up towards Minmus. The thing about going to Minmus is, because it's so far out, like, you need to, like, things go really slow. So you do need to make use out of, make some decent use out of, oh, what's it called? Oh, time warp. That's what I was trying to say. Alright, speed us up a little closer towards the periapsis. Because where I was slowing down, we were actually kind of... hurting the periapsis as well a lot. Gerardo, thanks for watching the stream. See you next time. Alright, I think we are good enough now to be able to pick up some Oh wait, it says that I've already well in space near Minmus. Have I actually been to Minmus already and done all this stuff? I have. Oh, see, shows how much I pay attention. Well, in that case, I guess the only thing to do is actually land on Minmus now, which requires finding a decent enough spot to try and do this. Annex the planet. Flat lake areas is what Immortal says to land in. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to aim to do. Probably should warp to the periapsis and boost this out a little bit. See, I don't even remember actually doing any of, actually orbiting Minmus. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think we did actually do that towards the end of the last episode. It was like one of the last things that we did. I couldn't remember. Anyways, let's expand out our apoapsis a little bit to about 53. That should do. Then we're going to add a maneuver, and we are aiming to get into this area here. Actually, it doesn't really look like we're going to be able to do that easily. So let's see, this is the way that we're doing it. So let's try add a maneuver, slow us down, and head towards this area. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. So aim retrograde. Warp us to the next maneuver, which is the very, very slow progress. The current inline flat area is still big. Yeah, I suppose so. It just looks small from this area. Alright, first things first, I suppose we can... Oh, that's not it. We'll use up all our monopropellant. I probably actually should have had monopropellant on the main lander section, because that might help me quite a bit as far as being light enough not to send us flying back up, but we'll see how we do. Let's see, now that takes us over towards this. That might be acceptable. Well, we can take that away. Let's warp here. Trying to do this so that I still have the most amount of fuel on the main section as possible. For now, we're going to retract the antenna. Okay, we're kinda around a flat area. Use up the rest of our mana propellant here. Bleach, welcome back. Yes, we are just using up... Okay, that's the rest of the mana propellant. We can let that go off to its doom. Did you fuck up? No, I didn't fuck up yet. And there goes the rest of that stuff. It's probably gonna blow up. Boom. At least in a way, Minmus is actually a better place to land than the moon. Because it looks to be a much flatter surface. All right. Easy now, easy. Okay, we're steady, we're good. Let's do our science stuff. Keep that experiment. We'll do our thermometer. Then we've got our barometer. Close those things up. Bleach Nerd says tip it over. No! Do not tip it over. Oh, I can't do atmosphere analysis on here. Oh, I guess not. Oh, something just exploded. Alright, so let's do an EVA report. We'll take a surface sample. 150 science! Wow. I see a longer ladder today. Yes, Immortal, yes, we do actually have a longer ladder here. So that way we don't have to try and use our RCS to make it back up onto here. So, went a little early, but we're still good. Alright, let's go. So this is the Minmus Greater Flats. So we'll plant a flag. Site name, Minmus Greater Flats. Welcome to the moon Part 2. Bad bleach nerd trying to get me to tip over my thing here. So long as Valentina is careful, she'll be able to get right back aboard. Board. Uh-oh. Easy now. Alright. So we've done our flag. Completed our mission here. We've done our crew reports. We've done our EVA. I don't think there's really much else for us to do, so let's head on home. As long as Valentina isn't fat, it won't tip over. So mean to poor Valentina. Oh, I should probably retract the ladder here, too. Alright, so with any luck, we should be able to perfectly make it back home. Too much gluten. Alright, let's review our stored data. That we can't do. This we can transmit, though. So we will transmit that. And then I think we have this we can transmit, yes. Alright, so I think as long as we continue to boost up out of Minmus, eventually we'll leave Minmus, we'll go back into being held by Kerbal, and then we'll be able to head home. I don't think that Minmus will throw us out of orbit or anything. Alright, looks like best bet, just shoot prograde till we're out. And then just do the time warp. Bleed says, they say no carbs, and yet when you run out of fats in your body, what will you eat then? Actually, if you run out of fat, I think your body goes to protein. Like muscle tissue. I don't know, it gets complicated. That's why I'm personally, as much as I hate to say it, overweight. Because nutrition is a pain in the butt. I also like food. I can't deny it. I do like food. Okay, so what's going on right now? I think we're kind of just stuck in the gravity well between Minmus and Kerbal. It's fighting for us, just like it did last time. Alright, we're free now. So best bets, probably go to the apoapsis, add maneuver, and get our periapsis all the way down. Bleach says, admit it, we all like food. Yes, yes. It is a sad thing, but food is good. Especially good food. No, I don't want to go to the moon. Apparently the moon's saying, fuck you. Alright, so it looks like we may have no choice but to go to the moon. Moro says, I can't gain weight. It's been 170 most of my adult life. Well, that's not bad. Okay. What's going on here? Why is that suddenly... Oh, because I'm still hitting the darn place. Bleach says, I'm 130 pounds, I'm underweight. Oh. I wish I had that problem. I am 5'9" also. Yeah, that makes me feel bad about myself. Yeah, I'm like 225. This is like the heaviest I've ever been. It's because the job that I'm in right now, it's like you go on break every hour and they have like a fountain pop machine. So I go there, yeah, it's bad. Come on. No more carbs for you? That is true. Like, I know it's the pop. That is the worst thing. It's just a matter of, oh wow, we're like really far away. That we can even see Minmus and all that. Yeah, I know what the problems are. It's just a matter of, you know, having the willpower. Immortal? I don't know if you meant to say veg. I hope you meant to say veg. And Bleach says, pop equals soda. No, it equals pop, damn it. At least in the Midwest. Mordo says, he didn't mean to mean veg. Oh god. No, that would... I'd get skinny real quick because I'd be... Oh, ugh. Yeah, okay. I'm all good. Alright, let's start to burn here. Oh, that's prograde. I need retrograde, damn it. Almost there. Okay. So we're probably going to have to burn again as we get closer. Bleach says it's called soda here, dipshit, if you're talking about fizzy drinks. That's one thing that's like, you know, really interesting is how something like soda has so become just the wording of soda and all that, or pop or whatever. Immortal says I say pop in Indiana. Yeah, I'm in Illinois, so it's pop here. Oh, wait a second. So I want to try and add a maneuver here. See if maybe doing it from here will get us. Okay. So that'll get us past without having to worry about the moon. Only thing is, we're going to burn quite a bit there. But I do need to burn through some of my fuel anyways, so... Alright, let's... Oh, we're already facing retrograde. Okay. So let's warp to our next target then. Since for whatever reason it's still not... This is one bug that I don't like, is there are points that you can select the whole thing, and then there's points that it doesn't let you select it. The, like your travel path or whatever. Almost there. Three, two, one. Bleach says, how to not be for guys and girls for girls, don't eat a lot of for guys, years of hard work and exercise. Mmm. Although I've known some guys who are, you know, like you two, and don't put on any body fat at all. Doesn't matter how much they eat or anything like that. Alright, where's our current periapsis at, then? 37? Well, that's pretty good, then. Damn phone keyboard. Okay, it wasn't just me, then. I thought you were trying to say something and it just came out weird, but yeah. Well, I guess that is pretty much what happened, since, oh, hell. I forgot. Son of a... I forgot to use the materials bay while I was on Minmus. Damn it. Well, hell. Here you guys thought, you know, I was doing a successful mission and all that, and I did still fuck up. Bleach says, damn, I have to uninstall Grammarly? Uh-oh. Alright, let's retract our antenna here. Well, while we're high in the atmosphere, we can do a little atmospheric analysis from the upper atmosphere over Kerbin's water. It's not the keyboard, it's Grammarly fucking up? Uh-oh. I wonder... I'm just gonna try and see if this thing... Nope, it's not going to be able to. Eject! Goodbye, little thing. Oh dear. No! Don't die on me, little atmospheric fluid spectra... whatever thing you are. No! I'm trying to save this damn thing. We'll try spinning, that's a good trick. Prequel memes. Alright. We saved our little atmospheric fluid spectrovari... Barlometer? Hmm. Alright, well, while we have a moment, let's look and see. We're over 1 million as far as our credits go. That's a good sign. We're going to get science from... I don't think... just a little from flying. We're going to get science from a couple different things from our trip to Minmus. So that will be good. Oh, I still can't believe I failed to do the materials bay while I was on Minmus. Bleach says, even if you lose weight, you will still have to remove the extra skin. Well, fortunately, I'm still at the point where I don't think I'll have that much extra skin. But if I was to gain any more weight, like, it's... Like, I can't go further beyond this. Otherwise, I'm going to really have problems if I do lose weight. But yes, I do know that is a problem for people who are really heavy. But, yeah, I definitely don't need to... I need to start losing weight from here because, you know, any more, and then I'm in trouble. Alright, well, let's at least try and see, can we do anything from that in the water? Well, we get a little. Okay. Let's recover. Then we'll look over what science we do have. So, 365 earned, we have 449 science. Oh, Valentina got some XP, but she didn't go up a level. Alright, let's warp to the next morning. Now, where do we go? I suppose I probably should do the miniaturization so I can get the little Clampotron. So we'll do that. Do I go for nuclear propulsion? It would be rather efficient over a long period. Expensive, but efficient. Especially because I don't think I'm going to get ion stuff until... Where is the ion stuff? There it is, ion propulsion. So that I need 550, so I'll have to upgrade my science center for that. Bleach says, I don't know why, but shouldn't the human body know it doesn't need the extra skin and start to kill the extra skin? I think it does kind of do that at one point. It just, there's just a lot of stuff with the human body that's just kind of weird. Oh, looking through all this stuff, I kind of want to do the field science, because then I can make a rover. Oh, wait, no, I did want to do, not the actuator, advanced construction? What did I need? What did I need that I was thinking of? The payload stuff, service modules, and that sort of thing. Yeah, I do kind of need that. Bleach says, when I first came here, the science table was not even halfway. Yeah, I was like down towards here. So, we've been making progress. Good progress. I guess we'll do the advanced construction, and then... Oh wow, that does only 0.3. And then this thing does 2.8. That's a lot of potential electric charge that you can get. Jim Foxy Boy, welcome to the stream. Mulling over my own career games. Yeah, you know, it's we've been making progress gradually. In this one, we just got back from Minmus. From actually landing on Minmus, which was a good thing. Trying to decide where we go from here. Because there's like... like there's potential areas that we could go to, but it's like... Is it worth it? Bleach says, I found this channel on episode 3 of Kerbal Space Program. Oh, that wasn't too long ago. Bleach says, Duna? I suppose Duna would be a good place to focus on. Well, let's see, I could do that. 160, 160, that's 320. Let's do the command module stuff. Theoretically, we'll need more people to come with us, so when going to Duna. So let's try and do that. Bleach asks, how tall am I? I am 5'8". trying to think, what is our best bet here? So the Lunar Excursion module has 2 people. Mark 1-3 command module. Jim Foxy Boy says, the last few days been checking to see who's streaming Kerbal Space Program. Trying to get myself into it. I've been playing for years. Yeah, Kerbal Space Program is, we talked about this in my last stream, or the one before that, or something like that. Kerbal Space Program is, it requires a lot of time and patience to get going. Because, there's just so many things with it that you have to kind of work on. So I mean, it can be a little troublesome at times, but at the same time, I mean, it is a good game. So there is a steep learning curve, definitely. All right, I don't want structural. I want payload here. There we go. This big service bay now. Oh, I forget I do have that Sentinel infrared telescope thing that I could try and use. Bleach says, I just calculated your BMI. Dude, your BMI is 32.6. Ouch. Yes, I am well aware that it is not a good BMI. Actually, before I call this the Dunar Lander, I should probably call it the Dunar Orbiter. Because trying to orbit it is going to be our first goal here. Jim Foxy Boy says, more thinking of getting into streaming Kerbal Space Program myself. I mostly play stock. Sadly, the frequent game updates meant I had to start over on a few careers. Yeah, that did, I did kind of have that feeling as well on Kerbal Space Program earlier on. Because it does take time getting into career mode. I will say streaming has kind of given me a bit more incentive to try and get things done with it. Like, this is the furthest that I've ever made it. Actually, this is close to the furthest I've ever made it in the game, period. Alright, so this thing's going to take a Rockomax as part of its whole thing here. which could be a little troublesome. As far as trying to get the engines kind of figured out. Because this thing is too damn tall. Let's see. I mean, there is this little cub engine. Or there's these ones. Alright, let's just see if this thing is stable to start out. No! Alright, revert. He says, don't lose your way. I feel like this thing probably won't make it back. So let's at least get it something for communication. That thing has a lot of ablaters, so theoretically it'll work. I lost my way a while ago. Are you talking in regards to trying to get to Duna? I can kind of see how that could happen. I watch too much Kill la Kill. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Jim Foxy Boy says, what was that launch window mod? Was it alarm clock or... One reason I haven't gone past Minmus, well, other than a few failed attempts to jewel. I don't know. Yeah, as I've said, I have never, well, in previous streams, I've never really been big on doing mods in this game, which can be a little bit of a bad thing. Oh, I have a feeling this is going to go horribly wrong. Couplings. Oh yeah, Bleach says make mods on your channel, so the mods... Oh yeah, I even see what you were talking about. I should probably turn you into a moderator, Bleach, since you are a moderator on Discord. Since Mr. John Tenos wanted a shout out. What purpose do these nose cones even really serve? A big purpose? I don't think they really do. Oh, and look how expensive this damn thing is. I don't like this. Don't like this at all. Which is why I said, wow, yes. I completely understand now why you said that. Oh, and this thing is like overmassed by like a whole bunch. So let's try and do this with 2 of them. Hopefully I can do 2 of them. Nope. I overmassed by just a little bit. Jim Foxy Boy says it's actually pretty quiet here. I've seen far, far worse. Yeah, there was one point when I was streaming Total War Rome 2 that got a little special. Alright, well let's leave this. And I guess we can just upgrade that. So that way we can fully use our whole thing here. Make it complete anyways. Alright, let's save. Oh, I don't like that this thing is so expensive. Let's try and launch. Attempt anyways. And just in case, we're gonna save this. Oh, sorry, Bleach. I must have accidentally hit insert, which mutes my microphone and, Oh, hell. No. Um, let's, uh let's load that. Maybe that will take me back before I completely mess that up. Not really. Well, it completely took me back. Oh, this took me like ages back. Hold on. Quick save 3. Load you up. Anyways, yeah, I accidentally hit insert, which muted my mic, so that's why you didn't hear anything from me. Okay, so this thing isn't going to have enough fuel to actually get us to Duna. Let's revert to our vehicle assembly. Back to the drawing board. Fuel tanks. Let's do that one. Engines. We have that. Skipper. Let's try the skipper one. That won't use as much liquid fuel. So about hangars, since you were muted. Was I muted all the way going back far then? Well, anyways, as I was saying about hangars then, I generally wait to upgrade my hangars until I actually need them, because otherwise, I don't know, just kind of a waste. At least in my opinion. Yeah, it was muted since the launch, I believe. Oh, whoops. Oh, these engine plates. That's what I was kind of looking for. Although, you know what? This might... Well... No, because I'm probably going to lose these. Alright, let's go back to the drawing board on this whole thing. Alright, we'll name one thing we have done once in our lives. Only once? And like no other times? Alright, where is that thing that I was just... The engine plate thing. There it is. That's the really massive one. That's the more massive one. This one, okay. At least once. Well, I would hope breathe. Alright, so Duna, I would guess, has a little bit of an atmosphere. Oh, actually, you know what? I could use the Poodle engine. Maybe for my landing engine. Hold on. Jim Foxy Boy says, I probably hold back on upgrading things a bit too long. I guess I like the extra bit of challenge. I do pretty good in the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's up in the air as far as, I mean, there are some points that you do need to upgrade, if only to get the access doing, like, you know, surface samples and that sort of thing. Well, that could be a little troublesome. Alright, let's... Can I try it out, and will it just show the thing that's like that, and hopefully we won't lose the rest of the ship when we go back to it, hopefully. Jim Foxy Boy says, oh, I was thinking mostly with the hangars, sort of do need to upgrade tracking and mission control if going to do more than simple low current orbits. Yes, that is very, very true. Yeah, that I didn't realize how much you need until I actually kind of started to do this Let's Play. Bleach says, I want to do space, which is why I got this game. Now, what do you mean by got, or what do you mean by deuce? What do you mean by due to space? I'm confused a little. Oh, autocorrect. And no, it got rid of the rest of the ship. Damn it. Oh well. Jim Foxy Boys says, oh, go. I thought you were saying goddamn autocorrect, and it was autocorrect getting you again. Sorry, I enjoyed that a little too much. Alright, how to get this damn thing into orbit properly anyways. And Bleach says, by the way, my favorite color is blood. Okay. I don't know. Well, I guess blood could be considered a color. If only because it does have a little distinct variety to it. Blood is red. I mean, blood is red, but it does have a little difference to it compared to other colors of red, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say anyways. Alright, let's try the one that has a little bit better ejection force. We'll go with these solid rocket boosters. Let's see. These. It has a brownish tint, yes. Alright, I'm hopeful that this is going to work. Not entirely sure if it is. Probably... Maybe if I put it on these, hopefully it won't like destroy the whole rocket. Alright, let's check and see how it looks. Well, the rocket hasn't gone to shit, so that's progress. Go back real quick here, though, because I want to change some of this up. Put that like that. I'm going to try and hold off on activating that until we're towards the end here. Jim Foxy Boy says, my family has been into space stuff back in the early shuttle days. Sort of waned with everyone but me. I've always been into flight and flight sims. Oh yeah, me too. Bleach says, almost 3 a.m., got to go. Alright, Bleach. Thanks for watching. See you later. Yeah, I've, like, really been into space. I actually went to space camp back when I was, let's see, probably like 13. Yeah, it was a interesting experience going to space camp and all that. Alright, we'll activate it, but we'll go slow. Yeah, at one point I did actually want to become an astronaut, do all that fun stuff. Ranting D, welcome to the stream. Anyways, as I was saying, I did want to become an astronaut. The only problem was I kind of, like, once I got into high school and did trigonometry, I was pretty much done with math. How are you, man? I'm doing alright. Attempting to see if this little rocket will be capable of taking us to Duna. I am not very confident, but we'll find out. Oh geez, it's getting a little... Okay. Those are gone. Let's try and get this moving. Ranting says it won't, I think. Probably not. Yeah, we're attempting... I probably do need to get to the Kerbal level of rocket stuff. But we're gonna try at least. See what happens. Jim Foxy Boy says, I had a Sublogic UFO in 98, and then Microsoft Space Sim about mid to late 90s. Oh, wow. I don't think I ever played Microsoft Space Simulator stuff. I did Flight Sim a couple times, couple versions. Never did very well in it. As far as Flight Sims go, I was really into... like the old Star Wars games, like X-Wing Alliance, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. You know, those were my games back in the 90s and all that. Unfortunately, nowadays it's it'll probably be a miracle if we ever get another Star Wars flight simulator again. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. I think when I get to the minute mark, I'm going to try and speed it up. Hopefully that'll work. Because I know the general goal when you're trying to get into an orbit is you want to do it all before the apoapsis. Immortal says, sure, we will have a Pan-Chewbacca flight simulator? A Pan-Chewbacca? I'm very confused. And I suppose this is one of the problems with bringing larger rockets is once you do bring the larger rockets, it takes more fuel to actually get into orbit and all that, which is a pain. Jim Foxy Boy says, I think Space Sim was a more simpler sim. Still taught me quite a bit of orbital dynamics. Kerbal Space Program pushed my understanding further since you could also design rockets and spacecraft. I suppose that's a good point. Yeah, I don't think, not that I know of anyways, I don't think any game has really done what Kerbal Space Program did when it came out. Oh, Immortal says in the new Solo movie they made Lando pansexual. Most people said all the gender stuff is tarnished to movies, so low profit. I don't know. See, the whole quote-unquote pansexual thing with Lando, to me, really isn't a big issue. If anything, it's more just about the fact that Lando has a relationship with a droid, which, whether people like it or not, is something that's going to happen. You know. People are just going to have to accept that relationships with droids, androids, that sort of thing, is going to happen. Also, Jim Foxy Boy is translating for me for, hello everyone, I'm new here, what did I miss? I guess that's probably a relatively accurate translation there. Well, welcome to the stream, Mr. Cyrillic text guy. Alright, so we're about 215 in orbit. So let's go out and select Duna here. Mortal says they already have crazy dolls people get. They do have those little dolls, that is true. Alright, so that gets me to a Kerbal escape. Let's see. And then I just keep expanding out from there, I guess. So apparently if we keep going prograde, we'll reach Moho. Oh, this is very confusing here. Jim Foxy Boy says that guy's name is Ilya Bargruev. That helps. Not sure if translator works accurately on names. Well, Ilya sounds like a name for someone from an Eastern European country. Yeah, the one bad thing about at least the little tutorial that Scott Manley does is he relies on mods to do all the stuff where you go to other worlds and that sort of thing. So I don't exactly agree with that. Well, we've got something that takes us to the sun. It only takes 5,000 to try and figure out a thing that goes there. Probably best bet if we were to try and do this is do a boost off of the moon. So I guess target the moon first. Jim Foxy Boy says, sorry I missed where in orbit are you? Depending if you are on dark or light side of the planet, affects your solar orbit ends up being. Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, we're currently on the light side of the planet, so probably you want to do it on the dark side. And that would probably make sense, now that I think about it. Or maybe it's the other way around. Well, no, that does seem to actually take us out a little bit. Oh, this actually takes us really close. How much is that? Well, that's a lot. That's still 1,000, but we're getting closer, though. Oh, from Ilya Barguev. By the way, where are you from? I'm from Russia. Jim Foxy Boy says he's from Western Canada. I am from the US. Illinois specifically. Yeah, for me it's a little after 2 o'clock now. Oh, we have this perfect approach. We've got it! Oh, I do almost want to cheat to get us there. Well, let's at least see if this thing would be able to get us anywhere close. So let's warp to where we need to go. And we'll at least be able to get some sense of how much more fuel we'll need. Jim Foxy Boy says, wow, just the chances of timing on that? I know! That's why I'm almost tempted to just cheat and give me a lot of fuel to go there. Ah, oh, it's so tempting. Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a moment. Now, generally I end the stream after 2 hours, but we have a few people on here, so I'm going to do a little poll. Unfortunately, I don't have any tools to actually do a poll with, I don't think, no. So, just tell me in chat, do I cheat to go to Duna with unlimited fuel from what I have right now? Or do I take the failure and then go and then do it like next time? Just let me know in chat right now what you think I should do. I mean, it's certainly possible that we could attempt to do this again next time, but I don't know. It would be interesting if we could make it out to Duna. Again, the biggest problem is just doing just in regards to fuel. Immortal says, I don't mind either. Really? Okay, so half and half, potentially for it. If only to check it out. Jim Foxy Boy, what about you? What do you think? Should I cheat to go to Duna or save it for next time? Mixed though, I'd say no. Okay. Well, since you're being more clear on it, we'll go with a no. So let's just boost us up, see how far our engines can take us. At least get a little bit of a sense of what we're working with here. Unless you really want to just mess around for fun, do actual mission later. I suppose I could do that and not do any science or anything on Duna, just to actually go there. So you know what, maybe we'll do that, just because we have this opportunity. So, pre-Duna launch. We're going to save this as a separate save that we can return to later for career mode. Cheats, infinite propellant. Now let's go. Yeah, this is quite a bit of a burn that we'd have to do. I probably would end up running out of propellant and all that, so probably if I want to get to Duna, best bet is going to be best bet is actually going to be trying to get one of the Kerbal stuff going. And Jim Foxy Boy says, oops, did you did miss your node by about 20 seconds. Yes, we did miss it a little bit. But it should get us going a little bit to get out of here. And I'm guessing that Ilya asks cheat, question mark, exclamation point. Yes, yes, I am cheating. Only for the purpose of just checking this out, though. Oh, yeah, that definitely goes too far. So we'll wait. We'll get us out of Kerbal orbit. Oh, that thing was going to take us like into a year or something. Okay, next we're going to adjust our orbit a little bit here. If I focused my view, can I change this up a little bit? Well, maybe not. So the lunar orbiter is where Jeb's at. This is us. Add a maneuver in about 52 minutes. We're going to highlight that, and then we're going to change this up by changing the radials. Okay, well that's going to take us into the actual orbit. So that's good. Let's point towards our target. Also another thing that I realized... Oh wait, no. I do have an antenna. Though will the antenna work all the way out here? Extend. Nope, the antenna does not work out here. Well, at least that's another thing that we know now. Don't you have two antennae? I only have the one on this craft. Alright, looks like we're still gonna hit our Duna encounter in 237 days. Oh god. Oh, sorry, I thought you had the mirrored. No, I didn't mirror the antenna. I figured I'd only bring one, because the other side is going to actually be the lander part and all that. Or not the lander, the ladder parts. Alright, we're gradually approaching Duna, though we're still quite a ways out. It's not even in view yet, which definitely gives you a sense of how big space is. That it should be like almost completely on top of us. And there it is. That little thing all the way over there. Jim Foxy Boy says, mind you, I hate how the hangar mirrors those antennae, flips the other backwards. Oh yeah. I don't like how it does that to some of the stuff. It's just so weird. Oh yeah, I forget that Duna actually has a moon of its own. Alright. So we're approaching that. Let's aim retrograde here. And if I was to do the maneuver to get us into orbit of Duna, that would take another 1,000. Ugh. So between getting out and then returning here, it'll be at least 2 Probably 2,500 worth in change of our, changing up our whole thing here. Alright, warp to our next maneuver. Yeah, we can pretty much consider this a simulation of how we would get to Duna. I suppose potentially it would be possible that we could maybe do this as with like atomic engines and then just run them for a little period of time. Because yeah, one test that I suppose I can do, turn off infinite propellant, let's get to where we need to go. So this would be a burn at 43 seconds on one of these big engines. With the fuel that we have right now, we only made it partially the way. So yeah, it might be something worth looking into as to doing maybe atomic engines. Unless I could actually plan out a gravity boost of some kind. Though that would take a whole lot of planning to do that properly. And I suppose another thing that we would have to figure out is just how we would, I guess, go about... Oh, well, this is probably going to be another big burn from when we get to here. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure where Duna's atmosphere starts. Because, like, where we've aimed ourselves for right now could very well just destroy us. I don't know if... I don't... Because, let's see. Kerbin's atmosphere is 70,000. Oh, wait a second. We have... Don't we have some kind of information on Duna here? I thought we did, but apparently we don't. Well, we passed by without blowing up, so that's progress. Oh, that's gonna take us, like, completely in. At the very least, this is a nice little test thing to get some sense of what all we're gonna need on Duna. Yeah, I think probably my best bet is try to make a rover. Jim Foxy Boy says, according to the Delta V map, to leave from a low Kerbal orbit to intercept Duna is 1180, then 250 from intercept to elliptical, and another 360 to circularize. So pretty much what I did to get here was completely messed up and wasted a whole bunch of fuel. I probably could have done my whole intercept path a lot more efficiently then. Oh, our time warp just went to 1. I'm assuming that we're in the atmosphere then. So 50,000 is the atmosphere for Duna. And Jim Foxy Boy says those are exact figures though, usually going to need a small percentage more for some errors, which I'm sure there will be plenty of. Alright, so I guess since we're approaching... Well, what's our best bet here? Do we just try to ride it out through the atmosphere? I guess we could try that. Theoretically, we won't take any damage because it'll have a thin atmosphere. Theoretically. Well, yeah, it does look that way. Yeah, I also wonder what manner of relays that I'm going to need to try and do all of this is going to look like. Alright, well let's at least watch as we descend towards Duna. See if we do get any orbital, like burn up or whatever, as we approach through the atmosphere. Ilya was asking about thermal shield, and is the atmosphere the same as Kerbal? Well, that's what we're about to find out here. So far, I haven't taken any thermal damage or anything, as far as I can tell. Because you would think that Duna is like Mars, so there'd be a mild atmosphere. But, yeah, not entirely sure. Yet, anyways. Also, if we do a crew reports, looks like we'll get 25 science from a crew report. Just orbiting. Or I think, well, oh, through the upper atmosphere, okay. Alright, let's try and slow us down a little bit further. Try and burn off some of our horizontal speed here. I know atmosphere is thinner, so don't get as much braking as you do on Kerbal, though you did slow down quite a lot. People usually come in quite a lot faster. Huh. Well, I suppose that's the thing with using infinite fuel. I suppose I could turn that off. Let's see how it works as far as trying to do it from this point. I know the parachute still says risky. Well, now it says the parachute would be good. So I guess try it. Oh, no! From Ilya, good luck. Well, since we're trying this as just a test run, we've deployed it. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Can't believe I did that. Okay, so the parachute has deployed. Is it going to be enough to bring us to a stop here? Shoot isn't going to be enough here. Uh-oh. Well, actually, I will say it looks like the chute. Well, no, we're kind of speeding up a little. Oh, oh no. Well, we lost something. What did we lose? I don't know what we lost, but oh, we lost our thermal shield. We landed on our side. We lost our antenna. Now we're dancing like a, whatchamacallit. Haha, take that. Okay, well, we did at least make it onto, Ilya said not good. Jim says some people have cheated using surface space doors to land on at high speed. Yeah, I did kind of just do that. Alright, well, while we're here, let's do an atmosphere analysis. So that'll give us 160. The mystery goo gives us 80. The materials bay, that gives us 200. Wow. So it looks like we would definitely get a lot from being here. One thing I wonder is perhaps I should try and, before I do make my actual run here, is maybe see if I can do a rover for here as well. That way we can like go around and pick up various parts of science and that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. We did a little test simulation to see where things looked as far as that goes. Pre-Duna launch. Load that back up. Alright, so we're back to where we were. We got a little sense of how it would be going to Duna. Made pretty clear that we're not going to be able to get there with the current rockets that we have. So we'll either have to do atomic or Kerbodyne or something like that. So I'm thinking probably from now until the next episode, I'll do some missions. Maybe do a quick run back to Minmus or the moon. And try to pick up some extra science. Jim says, just me, I'd probably launch a Kerbal transfer stage as a separate craft. Dock the lander on it for the cruise over. I suppose that's something to consider. I know it might be something worth looking into in the next episode. So we have that little extra that can hold up some extra fuel or whatever. And that is pretty much what they did for the moon missions, from the US to the moon in real life. Had that little transfer stage or something like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the next episode. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to try and get some extra science off screen. And yeah, docking, that's going to be something else. Not sure how your docking skills are, though. They're not too good. But maybe we can get it figured out. We'll certainly try. So yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the little bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I do my streams. Again, I do streams every Tuesday and Thursday, and videos are currently coming out on a schedule of Saturdays and Sundays. Also, don't forget to leave a like. Always helps out the channel. And if you ever think of anything post-stream, you can leave it in the comments below or check me out on Discord. Link is also in the description. Translate from Ilya. Alright, later. I have to go. Good luck, friends. Goodbye, Ilya. Thanks for watching the stream. Even though I needed Jim to translate for me. And Jim, thank you for your translating of Ilya there. Alright, folks. Well, yeah. We'll see what happens in the next stream. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and see you later.